everybody. Welcome to Setta's Place. It's time for Sittin with Setta. I am still in Arlington. I had to work this weekend, but she asked me to stay longer, so I'll be here for a few more days. Yay! But anyway, so I wanted to, I am so far behind on the comments, and I said I've got to do at least a little bit so I won't be too far behind. But what I'm gonna do is, since I'm not home, I don't have my map behind me, I'm gonna save those when I get home. That way I can, shout out the states and countries and mark down anything that's not already marked. So I'm just pulling out a few from these comments. Some of these are from 2 weeks ago. I am so sorry. I was trying to make it to where it was easier or I could get more done with the comments, and it seems like I'm getting more behind. So y'all will have to forgive me if I don't get to all the comments, but I do try to read them and do hearts, even if it's later. So I just pulled out a few that I'm gonna do today, and then I'll wait and do the other ones when I have the map, and we'll just go from there. And so this one might not be too long, but the next one we have to catch up. Okay, let's see what I have here. Okay, well first, before I answer the questions and stuff, I wanted to do a quick update on the calendar crochet along, because I told y'all I'm working ahead, so I picked out March's yarn. Oops, I picked out the yarn for March, and I told you I had a stitch pattern I was going to use. But I tried the stitch pattern and it just wasn't working out. But I found something else I like, so I'm here to tell you which stitch in case you want to do the same one as me, and I'm gonna give you the tutorial and everything. So the tutorial will be linked in the description box below. But here is what I've got so far for the March. If you remember, this is the yarn I picked out, which is unforgettable. And it is Sunrise is the name. It's beautiful. And here is where I am at. So this is the stitch pattern I picked for March. Isn't it beautiful? Now this is a tutorial from Be Hooked Crochet, Be Hooked Crochet. So like I said, I'll have it linked in the description box below. And it's a bobble stitch that she's using. And so yeah, so that's, I got my little stitch marker. Isn't it cute? That's what Mimi gave me. Mimi loves yarn. She gave me that. The little teacup. But anyway, so this is where I'm at so far with it, because it goes like this. So January, this is January, this is February, and I am working on March. I really am liking it. But anyway, so that is the update for March, and like I said, it'll be in the description box below the tutorial for this pattern. Okay, and actually I'm gonna work on this while we're talking and all that good stuff. Got my hook. I'm using a 6mm Clover hook with this. But anyway, okay. But like I said, I am so far behind on these comments. I'm so sorry, y'all. So let's see. The first one we're gonna go over is, okay, this one is from Tanya, and she says she's from South Carolina, which I have not on the map, but I'm reading the whole comment. She says she's from South Carolina, and it got marked, and she says, I so love your channel. I have been inspired to start my own channel. Yay, Tanya! Been trying to get the nerve up to do it. I have been crocheting for 30 years. Crocheting has really got me through down the years. Any suggestions on any suggestions on must-need things to do to start my channel? All right. Cool, it's Tanya. All right. So Tanya, make sure you let me know when you get started, if you haven't already, because this was like 2 weeks ago. Sorry. But let's see. Well, actually, let me see. Just to get started is one thing. Just do it. It doesn't matter if you have props or the best camera in the world. The thing is just to get started, because that is the key. Like when I started, I did props, had the yarn behind me and on the wall, and I made sure I had this and made that, and I should have just started and then built up to that. But if you're a person who needs to have that to feel better, like organized and okay, and you might feel less nervous if you have that, just put some pretty yarn behind you or something you've made and as a backdrop. A lot of people do that just to set up the ambiance. And just be yourself. That is a huge part of starting your own YouTube channel, especially with what we do with crochet, since it's such a personal thing, and knitting and things like this. You just have to be yourself. You don't want to be like fake, or I don't know what you call it. You just want to be you, because if people can tell if you're faking or just being a certain way just to be on camera. I mean, I know I can tell when I'm watching somebody and I'm like, nah. So just let it flow. And I mean, you can be nervous, because I was nervous, but as long as you're being yourself and you have fun. That is a biggie. And it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay, because I love watching it. I'm gonna tell you the example. Is it Summer from Summer Tips and Stitches? When I first started watching her, she just let us whatever happened and keep on going. Said, hey, that's how it is around here. And I loved it. Whether the kids, threw a ball, or she could hear a crash in the background, or whatever. Or if the dog, or I don't know if she had dogs, but anyone else, like if they have a dog that barks in the background, it's like, that's the way it is. And keep kicking. But that's fun. Like for me, when I do my sit and sips, and I be slurping up the tea, I be making all kinds of noise. And I was like, well, that happens when you drink tea. Now sometimes I cut it out, edit it, whatever. But sometimes I just put a little note, slurping alert. I had to do that on the last one. But it's okay. Just be yourself. And as far as equipment, your phone is perfect to get started. And then if you wanted to get further into it, and you can always get cameras. I don't know good cameras and stuff like that. I'm not good at that. I'm just using my iPhone. And it does fine for what I need, and I do editing. I used iMovie. I just do some clips and cutting, add some words on the top sometimes, on the bottom of the screen, I mean. And and it's real easy to do. There's more intense kind, but I just do simple for right now. And just show how much you love what you're doing. That is really the big thing. You don't have to have nothing, but if you got what you love and you're sharing it with people, you'll be all right. It really, really will. So Tanya, let me know if you got it started. I'm sorry it took so long to find these to answer your question. But YouTube be hiding your stuff sometimes. They be hiding your comments. You have to go search them, search for it. But anyway, I think this is my fault this time. But anyway, so Tanya, I can't wait to see you. And we'll go from there. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, I'm gonna use my new stylus pen that I got from Linda. And you can touch the screen on your phone or your iPad. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I have to mention this one, even though it's about the map, but I have to say this one because it's funny. Chris, she says, Setta, the 11 million of us that don't live in New York City take offense to your placement of New York state arrow. What happened was, Chris, I actually just found that out when I was going over the map, and I realized I put, for people who live in New York, I put the arrow on this New York City instead of on New York. And I was like, oh man, so I moved it. It's moved. So that you 11 million people, you are not displaced. You are back where you are supposed to be. Your arrow is. And and she has, you know, laugh out louds and stuff on there. But I did realize that after I looked closer on the map. I told you my geography, y'all. I'm telling you. It's a shame. Okay. We have a, let me see. Amanda Reece. She has a yarn shop called Montgomery.yarnshopping.com. Y'all go check her out. I have not checked that out yet. I've heard of that, and I'm hearing everybody else who have bought yarns from Amanda off her website, and I've heard good things, but I have not had a chance to check it out myself. I saw this and I said I'm gonna come back to it, but you know how long it took me to get back to this. So Amanda, thank you for putting that up there for us. That's Montgomery.yarnshopping.com. And she's from Montgomery, Alabama. That's where I was born. So when I get to the map, oh, I think it's already, Alabama's already marked, but that's where I was born, Montgomery. All right, Amanda. Okay, let's see. Then we have Paula L. She says, hi, I quit crocheting a long time ago. My best friend and I used to go to her house and crochet together. After she passed, I put my crochet needle down. But I picked my needle back up again. Now I crochet every day. Back then, I was just learning to crochet. She was teaching me. So I'm still a beginner crochet. I live in Ohio. All right, Paula. I'm so glad you decided to pick your hook back up and start back up, because crocheting can be very therapeutic if you're feeling down or lonely, or if you're missing someone. It can just put you in a state. It helps your stress level. It you could take time to think of special memories that you had with your friend. And I'm so sorry, you know, that you lost her. And I'm so glad, though, that you have decided to start back up with crochet. And so you just come back anytime and hang out with me. And the ladies in this community, this crochet community, is awesome. If you're a part of the Facebook group or on this channel, if you have questions, they will help you. If I don't get the chance to help you, if you have something particular, they will jump in and answer the question for me, and or tell you where something is found or how to do something or a certain needle, whatever it is. So Paula, welcome to the crochet community. I haven't done a stitch yet because I can't read and crochet at the same time. Let's see. Okay, here's one from, oh, I done messed up. I might not be able to crochet and talk. Okay. It's from Angie G. She says, "Hey Setta, enjoyed this video. I catch myself agreeing with you, laughing with you, and talking to you when I'm watching your videos. I woke up today not feeling well, had a sore throat, and you were the first person I thought of. Oh, isn't that sweet?" I said to myself, I sure could go for a nice cup of hot tea like Setta drinks. So now I want to go out and buy a hot pot and some tea bags. My grandma used to drink cinnamon tea or eucalyptus tea when she was feeling bad. She says, well, not sure if it was tea, but she would put a pot of water on the stove with cinnamon sticks in it or eucalyptus leaves in it. But right now, that sure does sound good to me. Laugh out loud. Gotta have to click on Amazon links and check them out. Thanks for sharing them. Have a blessed day, Setta. Can't wait to the next episode. All right, thank you, Angie. That is so sweet. Yes, you just come and have a tea with me anytime you want. All right, that does sound good. Eucalyptus. Have I had eucalyptus tea? I don't think so. That would be interesting. So if anybody has eucalyptus or anything with that in it, I'm like Mikey. Well, this is telling my age, but did anyone remember the Mikey commercials, the little boy in the cereal? It's like Mikey, get Mikey to try because he'll eat anything, you know. He likes it. He likes it. Oh, you know when I found out I was old is when we reference those types of things and the person you're with doesn't know what you're talking about because they're young. Makes you feel old. And oh, and another thing on this topic, just because I was talking about it, y'all remember the show Facts of Life? It's Facts of Life. No, not Facts of Life. Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but the phrase is, "What you talking about, Willis?" Well, nowadays it's coming back around to the young folks, and they say, "What you talking about, Willis?" But they don't know it came from my generation of shows. So when me and my sister were saying it in front of my niece, and she's like 18. So we were talking, we said something, and I said to my sister, "What you talking about, Willis?" And my niece almost fell out, like, "How do you know about that?" I'm like, that was back in our day. So it's just funny how things come back around. You know, but anyway, I digress. Okay, let's get to the next question. Let me see. Okay, I'm getting warm now. Whew. Oh, y'all remember my, what do I call it? I guess a little jacket that Lisa from Happy to Hook Creations, she gave to me in a yarn swap back a couple months ago. I can't remember what it was. Something like that. But I washed it the other day, and it got even softer. And it is so pretty. It's like a cocoon. It's a cocoon jacket. And it's cotton. But cotton will keep you warm. It works too. Okay, so now back to the question. Okay, I have a question from Dorothy H. I typed in the answer for her because I can see where my reply, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it now in case someone else wants to know. Her question is from Dorothy. It says, "Hi Setta, I'm from Alabama." Woohoo, Alabama! My question is a two-part. What brand of crochet hooks are your favorite, and what size hook do you use the most? But most people, because I always talk about them, my favorite brand of hooks are my Clover Hooks. These are the Clover Hooks. They have the handle or whatever this is. And they also have the thing engraved. Let me find the camera here. Let me see. There it is. It has the letter and the millimeter on the handle. Because I'm not good at the letters, but I used to do the numbers. But so when someone is doing a tutorial and they say, well, you need an L hook, but you don't know what L is, it's on here, so you don't have to go try to search it up, like me. So that's another plus. Plus, whatever this is made out of right here, this is awesome. I love this, whatever this is. It glides through the your yarn. So I've got, my son gave me a whole set of these for Christmas, and I had bought a few here and there when I first was trying them out. And my favorite size is this one, which is a 6, which is an L. But I also go to 5.5 and 5. But 5.5 and 6 is where I usually stay most of the time. And as far as their really big hooks, the 8 in the Clover, which turns to plastic. Let me see, where is my, I don't have it with me. It's in my other room. But they go to plastic when, you wouldn't think that would be like, but they are good too. I really love them. So I got the bigger ones too. I have 8, 10, and I think I have 8 and a 10 and a 6.5. Starting at 6.5, it goes to plastic. So at 6, it's this stuff here. But I love these. Oh, and I have a link in the description box from Amazon. If you are wanting to check out anything on Amazon, if you go through that link, it helps me out. So thank you if you decide to go in there. So thank you very much if you decide to, if you're looking at getting some, or anyone, and to use that link, that helps me. And or if you can order anything you want actually through the link. It doesn't have to be crochet related. But okay, all right. Let's see what else. Let me see if I can get one stitch done. All right. I'm not gonna be able to do. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Okay. All right. Okay. This is from 2 weeks ago. Like I told y'all. This is when Crystal from Bag of Day, hey Crystal, had commented on one of my videos, and I had told her in another one of her comments that I had my friend Joyce. She's like my mom. She loves Crystal's baby dresses, patterns or sweaters, anything like that. And Joyce loves doing her if it comes out, she's making it in the baby dresses. So I had told Joyce that, and Joyce was like, like, yay, and so I told her that Crystal had answered that comment and told me to tell her something. Well, I could not find that comment. And Joyce was like, oh. So I searched and searched and searched, and I could not find the answer that Crystal told me to tell Joyce. But I found it today. So now that I'm putting it out on here, Joyce can watch it and see what Crystal said to her. So Joyce, Crystal said, she says, "Thank you for all your kind words, Setta. and tell your friend Joyce thank you for watching my videos and making all my baby dresses. And let her know that I have a new one coming out real soon. And she says, great video. All right, there you go, Joyce. I found it. Okay. The Joyce is like my mom. I pick on her all the time. She picks on me, and we get back and forth. We have a good old time, and we hang out together. Okay, let's see. Cindy L. She says, hey, Setta. Enjoy your videos. While listening and watching, I'm crocheting with a Q hook, making my daughter an infinity scarf made with Tunisian simple stitch. All right, Cindy. I recently, well, not recently, but just a few months ago, I think it was October, November, learned how to do Tunisian simple stitch and using the Tunisian hook. You know, and if anyone doesn't know what it is, where is it? It has the cord on it with a little thing on the end, and it's a certain way you have to do it. It's really cool. It looks like knit when you do it. Actually, the scarf that I did in my video, actually I just released it today. Y'all probably watching it now because I just released it while I'm recording this. It's the purple scarf that a triangle scarf I made. That was Tunisian, and so that's what Cindy said. She is making an infinity scarf using a Q hook. Now Q, I don't know what number Q is, but all right. Well, great, Cindy. So if you haven't already, post on the Facebook group so we can see what it is and see how it came out. It's been 2 weeks ago, so you're probably finished. I'm sorry it took so long to get back to you. Okay. Here we go. What else? Okay, that's all the questions I have. Just the few that I picked out, just so I wouldn't be so far behind. Because a lot of the other questions have where you're from, and I want to be at my map when I do that. Okay, I know what I can do. I will go to some of the other videos and check out some of the questions there. Let's see, it's going on almost 30 minutes. Actually, by the time I cut some of it out, probably 25 minutes. So let me give a couple more questions. The whips and calendar update video. I'm going to answer some of those questions and see. Okay, I have a question from, or a statement and a question from Donna C. And that's from a week ago. And she says, I know this is an older show, but I had to watch as a new subscriber. I'm in Canada, and it's winter at -20 Celsius. Whew. And snowing and snowing. I heard sleep sack and my ears perked up. What is that? Please tell. So she is, yeah, in that episode I was talking about making sleep sacks and things like that. You know, y'all know I love making me some sleep sacks. And so Donna, what that is, it's a blanket, but it's formed kind of like a sleeping bag, but the opening's in the back. It's kind of hard to describe. You put your feet in, but then the back is open, so you could just wrap the top part around you after you stick your feet in. And I have a whole video if you want to go back and watch, and it's titled Sleep Sacks. And so I have all different kinds that I made for kids and adults. I designed them myself, except for one of them was a tutorial. It was a mermaid tail. That was a tutorial from Crochet Crowd with Mikey. But the rest of them I designed myself. I just made it, decided how big to make it, how the shape of it, what went on it, and the colors and everything. And I just love making sleep sacks. And I also have a crochet along or tutorial, however you want to put, of the last sleep sack that I made. I made it into a tutorial type thing if you wanted to follow along and make one of your own. And then, yeah, so there's different ways of making them, but I did the standard one I usually do for the crochet along. And it's in the title, Sleep Sack Crochet Along, I think that's what I called. But so Donna, that would be perfect for negative 20 Celsius because you're using Bernat blanket yarn, or you can use any yarn you want, but you know, use that really, it keeps you warm. Okay, then I have a question. Let's see. Oh, the next person is, oh, that's Mimi. Mimi loves yarn. She says, Setta, love the shawl you're making for your sister. And she says, okay, my friend, that blanket, I can make myself a Star Trek themed sleep sack. You know, that's what I'm going to do. You know. So that's what I am going to do. Because I had that, remember that gray yarn I was making a blanket out of, but then I didn't like it. So I switched to a different yarn. So instead of taking it all apart, I'm going to make that into a sleep sack, but I'm going to make it a Star Trek themed sleep sack, taking Mimi's advice. But I don't know when I'm starting that yet because I got to finish some other things first. But it is in the works, especially it's halfway finished. But anyway, okay, next, let's see. Barbara L says, oh, she's talking about the calendar crochet along. She says, I've started the crochet along too. I'll be making mine as a wrap. Very excited to get started. Love this idea, Setta. Thank you. So instead of a table runner, hers is going to be a wrap. So that's a good idea too. Long enough, like to go pat on here and just go this way, and you can wrap it around yourself. That's a good idea. Actually, I seen one similar to that when I was watching it's Kalisha from the Quirky Monday podcast. Because I had just been watching her because I just found her. I mean, I subscribed to her, but I just hadn't had time to watch till lately. So, and I saw where she had a wrap, and there were sections of different types of stitches and different color yarns, and it was a wrap. And I think hers was knit though, because she knits and crochets. But anyway, I can't remember which, but it was very pretty. She had two of them. This one is from Kathy M. That is from 3 weeks ago. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm sorry, Kathy. Goodness gracious. It says, hi, Setta. I really enjoy watching your videos. I just subscribed today. So that was 3 weeks ago. I started watching crochet videos recently. Love your personality. You are natural and easygoing, relaxing, fun to watch. Well, thanks. The cardigan shawl is so pretty. I love the colors too. That's the one I made for my sister. The brown latte was the colors. I crocheted off and on since I was about 12 years old. I am back into it this year after discovering all the great videos. Like your crochet along calendar idea. She says, I saw Jada's variegated bag too, so pretty. I'm still planning on doing that bag like Jada in stitches, that variegated bag. I still want to do it. It might not be till summer, but I'm going to do it. I was thinking about making it too, but she mentioned how it would be hard on your hands because, she said she had to stop and stretch them once in a while. I didn't know if I should try. I think she said that because it hurt her hands because she was using like, was it 4 strands of yarn? I think it was 4 strands held together, maybe more. I'm not sure. I think at least 4. So that's probably why, because she had to keep pulling it. But see, I'm used to it because of the Bernat blanket yarn. You have to kind of pull and jerk with that. And so for me, it wouldn't bother me. But Kathy, you could always just try it and see how it started feeling, because you don't want to hurt. You want to enjoy the project. So then or just do it slowly, like she did. Do it in parts and then stop, and then do some and stop, and then, you know, that way it won't be as bad. She says, look forward to seeing more of you. As y'all can hear, I have a call. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see a few more, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. New subscriber is Stephanie W. She came from Crystal's Bag Day. Hey, Stephanie. A comment from Tammy from Canada. She says, I love hearing from you what you have planned. I did start the runner with a really pretty blue, and now you showed February picture. I have the green, and it goes good with that picture. I thought I had it, but don't think so. So I have to go to Michael's to get it. Thank you, my lady. Big hugs. All right, y'all, I think that's gonna be it. My battery just told me it's like trying to go in low mode or something. Just always plug up, Tanya. Plug up the phone, charge it before you start recording. But anyway, all right. I guess I would I'm gonna work on this some more, and I'm gonna work on my socks for February. Year of the sock for Crochet Luna. I'm gonna work on those, are the two things I think I'm gonna work on tonight. Just to, you know, I like to mix it up. I don't like, you know, go back and forth. But anyway, so I guess that's it for Sittin with Setta today. And like I said, I will do the ones that have the states and the countries when I get home, so I can mark it on the calendar, on the map. And thanks for hanging out with me. I wish I could have got some more crocheting done, but that's all right. All right, I guess I'll talk to you all later, and have a blessed night.